So much Star Wars news. But first, here's Papa Palpatine.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Okay, a lot to get through, so I'm going to try to get through as quickly as I can. First, Morrison is still filming for the Book of Boba Fett, which, by the way, I'm still so happy for that guy. He played a character almost 20 years ago, and now he has his own show. Dang. Now, don't say anything or tweet anything that might upset people. I need more Boba in my life, okay? Morrison just... And here's what he said about filming the Book of Boba Fett, just, in case you're interested. We're working with masks and shields. We have rapid tests every 3 days and a normal test once a week. It's a different way of working these days, but we're still getting through stuff. Things are still being made. You have to go to work a little earlier where they take your temperature, then they give you a band to say you're allowed on set. I'm one of the blessed ones. They come to my trailer to do my COVID tests. When I talk to set, people are told to put their shields down. And I feel like my big shot. They shout, "Actor on set," and everybody puts their shield down, so it's a bit of a procedure. When I leave set, we have zones. A zone, green zone, red zone. It's a bit different, but things are still being shot. And it kind of seems like, by the way, I'm not too concerned about it still being filming, which seems a bit late, but it is interesting that The Mandalorian Season 3 is going to be filming, so I wonder if there's going to be a little bit of crossover, or if maybe Morrison really isn't going to be in Season 3, which makes sense given he's now the Banff in Jabba's palace. By the way, I'm going to do another video on this. I just want to say really quick, Bill Burr did defend Gina being canceled or kicked off of playing Cara Dune. He said she was a fucking sweetheart, and he just agrees with a lot of people that say, okay, kind of stupid to take her from that role, but whatever. It is being leaked that Ezra Bridger will be played by Mena Massoud, and if he seems familiar, it's because he played Aladdin, and I know a lot of people say Ezra is Space Aladdin, so I guess it works. I'm really hoping that they have him wear blue contacts. I mean, it's not that hard. I know D&D from Game of Thrones just were super lazy and they didn't want to do anything in post, but we've seen it's very easy to do. Hell, if Netflix's The Witcher can do it, you can do it too. So, give him blue eyes. Don't fuck this up. Ooh, hey, you want to see Ewan McGregor just pumping up for his Kenobi series? Look at that. Get shredded, Ewan. I want to see hulked out Kenobi just ripping sand people in half. In other non-sexual news, Tom Holland almost played Finn in the sequel trilogy. So Tom said, "I've had quite a few. I've read the wrong lines at the wrong audition before. I remember my audition for Star Wars. I was like 4 or 5 auditions in, and I think I was auditioning for John Boyega's role. I remember doing this scene with this lady, bless her, and she was just a drone. So I was doing all this like, we gotta get back to the ship, and she was going bleep, blop, blop, bleep, blop. I just couldn't stop laughing. I found it so funny. And I felt really bad because she was trying really hard to be a convincing android or drone or whatever they're called. Yeah, I obviously didn't get the part. That wasn't my best moment. I'm happy with the person we got to play Finn. John Boyega is wonderful, very charismatic, but I don't know if I can imagine Tom Holland as Finn. However, the fact that he was just cracking up while someone was pretending to be, I'm assuming BB-8 with the beep bloop blip, is absolutely hilarious. I mean, there definitely is a certain skill that comes to being in the moment despite the ridiculousness of what you're surrounded by. If you want to look at behind the scenes sort of stuff, and when you actually see it without all the CGI and, editing in it and stuff, it looks stupid. It just looks so stupid. So, bless your heart, Tom Holland. There's a reason why a lot of us aren't actors. It's a silly job. We got a look at animated Fennec Shard as she'll appear in Bad Batch, which I'm digging her look, but I think it's going to be a bit more smoothed out by the time we see the show. I think. I hope. I pray. By the way, speaking of the Bad Batch, Disney announced that it will premiere on Tuesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And here's the synopsis for Star Wars The Bad Batch, just in case you're interested. Star Wars The Bad Batch follows the elite and experimental clones of the Bad Batch, first introduced in The Clone Wars, as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate aftermath of the Clone Wars. Members of Bad Batch, a unique squad of clones who vary genetically from their brothers in the clone army, each possess a singular, exceptional skill that makes them extraordinarily effective soldiers and a formidable crew. And if you're interested, with the last and final season of the Clone Wars, they did have an episode, and if you just want to get a quick taste of them, just go watch that real quick. Or if you have the time, just go watch all of the animated Clone Wars. Just soak yourself in it. I do want to add in really quick, this is just a rumor right now, so please don't take this as the gospel truth here. Apparently, Hera Syndulla is going to replace Cara Dune in the Rangers of the New Republic. Again, I am a bit disappointed in the whole situation. I want to see bigger, more ripped, hulked-out women in leading roles, but, can't always get what you want. I'd have a llama farm if that was true. Also on Kenobi, and I know all of you are just huge fans of the Sand Snakes and Ilaria Sand in Game of Thrones. Definitely not the books. No one likes them in the books, but in the show, just perfection. Anyway, she's been cast to play a role in the live-action Disney Plus Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I knew eventually I was going to get that full name in this video. There's so many things she could be. She could be Obi-Wan's past lover. She could be someone doing flashbacks, Ventress. I mean, there's so much because we know Obi-Wan is going to have nightmares and relive his past over and over again while he's on Tatooine, so she doesn't have to be a currently alive character, because I know you're going to be like, those people, they're dead. And it's like, yes, I realize that, but we're going to have a lot of dream flashback stuff in this series to show just how tormented Obi-Wan is. If you want to know how tormented he is, by the way, you can read from a certain point of view that gives you a little glimpse, but we also have other fun canon. The comics, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but all the Star Wars comics are good, so just, read them. You'll find it. I'm hoping she's a new character. I know the allure of doing more casting for the characters we've never seen live action, but a new character might be fun. Maybe she seduces Kenobi. Holy shit, maybe she seduces Kenobi, and then we get a spin-off series where we learn that Kenobi has a grandchild going around the galaxy. Ooh, actually, lastly, the Cassian Andor live-action Disney Plus Star Wars show? The one where people either are super excited for or just have no idea why they decided to do it. Well, apparently just everyone's going to appear in the Andor series. So the current rumor is not only are we going to see Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Andor series, but we're also going to see Ahsoka playing Fulcrum, which makes sense. Kind of interested in the capacity Obi-Wan will show up. It's a great time to explore, in my opinion. And since Andor and Kenobi really love murder or attempted murder, they just, I feel like, would get along splendidly. Andor probably needs to up his limb chopping off game, though. Alright, I gotta go hunt down some rebel terrorists, so watch your back. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.